time of gratitude, and what better way to say you're thankful than with some delicious food. In this video, I'm going to share with you the 2 vegan dishes that I brought to this year's Friendsgiving. They're easy and they were totally carnivore approved. My name is Manuela and I am the Girl Gone Green. I'm here to spread sustainability and conscious living. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and click that red subscribe button to get notified when I upload a new video.
Let's start off with this delicious vegan pumpkin pie recipe. You're first going to take a large mixing bowl and add 1.5 cups of flour. And I just used unbleached white flour. Then I added a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And then 6 tablespoons of either vegan butter or coconut oil. And then you're going to mix the mixture into a dough-like manner. So you just want to do this very slowly until it becomes like a dough. Once you have a dough, place it onto a cloth, and then you're going to wrap it up and stick it in the fridge for about 20 minutes. For the filling, we're going to take about 1.5 cups of pumpkin puree and add about 1 cup of almond milk or any sort of non-dairy milk. I added 1/4 cup of cornstarch. I added 2 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice. However, I recommend 1.5 teaspoons. And then I added coconut milk. I added the fat of it so that it'd be a little bit more creamy. This is completely optional. You can just use regular coconut milk. You don't have to use the fat from it, but I added about 1/2 cup. I added 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and 1/2 cup of brown sugar. You can always use maple syrup instead. And then I just went ahead and mixed it very well until smooth. You can also use a blender. And then for the dough, I rolled it out on a piece of parchment paper so that it would be easier to flip onto the tin, the pie tin. I tried it without it and it was kind of a disaster. So I think Martha Stewart is right and we need to use parchment paper, and this is compostable parchment paper that I can compost in my home composter. So once you have that, I just trimmed all the excess dough and made it look a little bit pretty. Wasn't that pretty. And then I just poured in the pie filling. Place the pie into the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 60 minutes, and then once it's cool, place it into the fridge and let chill for about 4 hours. Now, it wouldn't be pie without some cream, so we're going to make coconut cream. So I went ahead and chilled 2 cans of coconut milk, and so you're going to pour out the liquid and you are stuck with this fat, this coconut fat. So we're going to just mix that in a large bowl, and I added some agave, and then you have coconut cream to add to your pie. So stuffing is by far my favorite dish of Thanksgiving, so I was very excited to veganize this. It was also so easy. I definitely think it's something you can quickly whip up for your Thanksgiving. So I went ahead and chopped up some vegetables. So I have some celery, mushrooms, onion, and fresh thyme. And then I went ahead and just sauteed them in a pan. So this is celery, some vegan butter, and onion until they were translucent and slightly golden. And then I did the same thing for the mushrooms. I also added in some of the spices like sage and rosemary while I was sauteing it. So once my veggies are all cooked, I added the rest of my rosemary and sage and added some stale or dehydrated bread and some fresh chopped parsley. Then I poured some vegetable stock . I went ahead and just mixed it all together and stuck it back in the oven until crispy at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So it was in there probably around 20 to 30 minutes. I hope this inspired you to have a more conscious Thanksgiving dinner this season. As always, I just want to say how grateful and how much I appreciate you as a viewer for coming back and watching my videos. This has been such a fun YouTube journey, so thank you so much for watching and subscribing.
you.